Welcome back to Zach's podcast. I'm not Zach.
I'm Zach.
I'm not Zach.
I'm not Zach either.
Oh, hey, first time Full House podcast.
No, we had the half
well,
house.
Yeah.
Or the 3/4 house. Well, actually, no, the 3/5 house, because the fourth person is never here, but you are the fifth coolest person, so.
Okay, so we, just before hitting record here, we've begun having a debate.
Not a debate. It's a pretty clear victory for me and Colin's side.
Exactly.
And
Why?
correct.
Because you guys are
And
louder?
the rest of America,
Because
actually.
you guys are louder?
No,
No,
it's
because it's true and the rest of America uses it.
The only-
And not even all of Wisconsin uses it.
the only state besides Milwaukee is basically its own state.
What?
The only state besides Milwaukee that uses this is Rhode Island. And do you really want to be like Rhode Island? That's something to think about at home.
Nothing against Rhode Island. Okay, well, I'll just
Yes,
say.
again. That is meant as an insult.
That is meant. Okay.
I'm not racist except against Rhode Island.
So, in Wisconsin, there is the debate of what do you call the machine that's found in like school hallways?
Drinking fountain. What do you call a drinking
That
fountain?
you
A drinking fountain.
Yes.
Well, some people here in Wisconsin call them,
I.e. the mentally insane.
such as Eric and myself. I mean, we're mentally insane.
Eric's pretty quiet about this. I think he's seeing our point.
Oh, you guys are idiots. It's bubbler.
We call it bubblers.
Yeah, that's what it's
Because
called.
they don't bubble. It makes perfect sense.
The water bubbles
bikes?
up from the pipes.
The bike
The
service.
bikes?
the water bubbles up from the pipes, and you can get drinks.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you watch it,
It's
it
not
was-
a spring.
See, well, like, cause like in let's just say in the school environment, because that's where you see them most often.
I just see them in everywhere. Because
On the
I
street?
go places.
There's one
And
in the
parks.
parks?
Is
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's
there are
true.
drinking fountains everywhere. I don't
Okay,
know what
well-
kind. I guess you can say bubblers don't exist because they just don't.
Well, like
They do.
imagine
The
a
bikes.
city-
Oh yeah, the bike share company. Yeah.
So,
that's-
what do you guys think the water? Like, sorry, I shouldn't say what you guys think the water does. I mean, like, how would you describe what the
it
water
streams
does?
out.
It streams.
It's a stream. It's like a faucet. It just kind of.
I do not drink bubbles. I drink a stream of water that comes out of a fountain. Therefore, it is a drinking fountain.
But you can do more
I
than drink
understand
that
that.
water.
Hold on.
You
I
can
have
cook
an
with that
argument.
water. You can put that water in different.
Well, if you're getting
Are you drinking-
if you're getting your cooking water from a drinking fountain, I'm pretty sure you're homeless because that's basically all you're getting.
But no, see what I consider to be,
Or
in like Colin's words, streaming out of a faucet would be like what when you turn on the sink right after you're done using the bathroom when you're washing your hands. That I would consider a stream. This, since it's going
that's more of a
vertical-
bubble sometimes.
Well, it depends on.
Oh,
that's because it
yeah.
has a screen on it.
Yeah, and that's because of the screen.
Well, in that sense, yes, it does sometimes.
But
no,
it's
I mean,
not. It doesn't bubble out. It falls out.
exactly
Yeah.
because it goes.
Bubbling is when it's like.
A bubble
Is when it starts
Have you
to
ever seen-
floats
floats.
up,
have
and
you
it goes
ever-
up and it spews out like a
No,
like
have you
bubble
ever
does?
seen? Have you ever seen those fountains where it's like a little rock and the water kind of like springs out of it, like
Yeah.
bubbles up like that? That's what a bubbler is. Drinking fountains do not do that. Therefore, they cannot be called bubblers. There are a select few like old drinking fountains, which is what the terminology came from, that do that. But for the most part, they don't do that anymore because we have advanced technologically to drinking fountains.
We have. So you're saying a bubbler is a term used for the kind of thing a caveman takes a drink from?
Not a
Those-
caveman,
those
but
old
somebody from the
school people.
yeah. It's what the non-hip.
I mean,
weirdos.
like Micaiah, despite also being from Wisconsin, she also says water fountain or no.
Yeah, because Wisconsin has like the correct people.
No, sorry. She says she does not say drinking fountain though. She says water fountain.
That's interchangeable with
Whereas-
drinking fountain.
I don't believe so.
I consider water fountain to be like what's on UWM's campus.
Water fountain
That-
is too
that
vague.
that is a water
I-
fountain.
yeah, I
Water
don't-
fountain is too vague, but I use drinking fountain and water fountain interchangeably. I'll admit.
I
will admit-
believe in that case that is where people also fuck up. I call it a drinking fountain because you mainly only drink from it. If you're homeless like apparently Eric is,
and
And you're cooking from you're getting all your cooking
Cooking
water
water
from
from-
a
Hey,
drinking
you
fountain.
could. I don't have to make an argument.
I mean, you could
I have
use.
to make an-
I mean, you could use it for like cooking water, but it's not
multi-purpose.
the most efficient way to get water.
But no, like the kind I think of drinking fountain, I can concede. Okay, you guys call it that, that's what it is. But like a water fountain, I envision more like
a fountain.
an ornamental piece. Yeah,
yeah.
because then there's like there's chocolate fountains and there's
Yeah.
I just say fountain.
because
So
Because yeah, that's what Makai says. She says water fountain for a bubbler or drinking fountain, and then she says fountain for like what we would have on campus, and I'm like, no, that's a water fountain.
it's interchangeable.
I don't believe so.
And while
Because you don't ever really have to throw in water when you're talking about an actual fountain.
but
Well,
Unless you're-
that's what I'm saying. There's like you could put anything in that fountain in it, any liquid, and it can come out. That's why it's specifically a water fountain, because water is coming out of it.
Yeah, but besides chocolate fondue fountains, I don't think there's many other.
Ice fountain. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay,
My-
if you
my
if
favorite
you
ice
show me
fountain.
a working
My
ice
favorite one.
fountain, I will pay you money.
I'm gonna play the fountain. Oh God! Not that one landed in my eye.
I don't know.
No, but
It's shooting out shards of ice. We're doomed.
despite the fact that she and I do disagree, we do agree that the only reason we make a big deal out of it is for good fun, just to kind of get that lively debate going. But for the most part, when someone says
That's not a debate when one side is so clearly correct.
Yeah, I don't mean I don't see our the far superior minds. We're,
Oh, not really.
But it's like, if you guys said drinking fountain, or if I said bubbler, you guys would know what I was talking about. And that's ultimately, that's what a title is supposed to do. It's supposed to address something, make sure you know
Still
something.
irks me. Irks me a lot.
I'm not satisfied with this.
I am not satisfied with your
It
results.
just plain doesn't bubble. I don't drink bubbles. I drink water.
Well, then consider it a misnomer.
Do you drink pop?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That fizzes.
Yeah.
No, he was saying, do you drink pop or do you drink
Oh.
soda?
I'm beginning to lose that, and I'm kind of getting sad because I agree. That's my thing.
Okay.
You grew up pop.
That's not my thing.
What-
I grew up pop, but I say soda now. But I never really used pop. I just refer to the name of the drink, basically. So, like,
Pop or soda.
if I get a drink,
Soda for me. I say soda.
I say pop
Soda.
and soda interchangeably, but I usually just say what drink I'm getting. So I'm
And
like,
see,
I'll have a Sprite.
Apparently, Wisconsin is a soda state.
Most of the,
I believe so. Yeah.
pop is mainly like
I
Illinois.
when I
Pop is an Illinois thing, mainly.
when I'm growing up, this is fucking weird. I hear myself. I don't like it.
How many Polacks does it take to turn off a fan?
None, because
One and a German.
One in a German.
slight German. Thank you very much.
Anyway, you were saying.
I'm mainly
soda.
Norwegian and Swedish.
Norwegious.
Northern
I'm
Norwegians.
Norwegious.
Norwegians and Swedish.
Well, don't make me get out my fish. I'll start slapping you.
Okay.
Anyway, you were saying with soda.
I've always grown up on pop, and I come from the north. Once again, I come from the northern part of
Yeah,
the state.
like it's like the north, and then like Chicago area is pop.
I think it's also like the Minnesota, Nebraska, like that kind of range, you know, that area.
Wisconsin's just like a backwater weird place for weirdos.
Wisconsin.
Except it's a lot of fun, and you love living here, don't you?
I love it here.
Exactly.
I mean, I like Illinois. It's too corrupt.
On this topic though of taxonomy, it does bother me that Lucas is like, I just say soda pop. It's like, way to take a
No,
stand.
the only people who say soda pop.
Oh!
That's a pin shot. That's a pin shot. Okay, he's golfing right. Eric's golfing right now
On the Wii.
On the Wii. No,
And-
we're not at a golf course. We're not about that
we're
country
not
club life.
elegant.
No, but soda pop is what like 90-year-old women say.
Oh, hey, Sonny, here's a nickel. Give me some soda pop. But
Well,
That was
at
a
least
very
at least we're not
that was very-
Texas and call everything
Coke.
Coke.
no. That's like
No,
Alabama.
cola.
That's deep south.
Everything's a cola.
That's just south down there. That's not just Texas. That's everything south.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so bizarre.
That's the
to me.
same thing as a bubbler, because bubbler is an actual brand of like it was a brand of water fountains.
Oh,
That's
really?
Yeah.
That's why Wisconsin says it like
where it
that,
comes
because the
from?
marketing campaign was so successful.
Kind of
That's why Coke is in Atlanta, so it's just Coke everything, even
Oh.
if you're getting an RC Cola.
kind of like
thought it was-
like Xeroxing for printing something. People would say
Or
I just say
Kleenex?
I copy.
Kleenex?
a Kleenex. Yeah,
I try to say tissues.
I just.
I will not
think
fall for
Oh,
your tricks, evil marketing.
I think
Yeah,
I
I
say
call
tissue.
I call every type of tissue Kleenex.
I think I say tissue, but I might be mistaken. What other words are there? So like
I say y'all a lot for a northerner.
I thought you'd be saying that ironically though. Like I haven't.
No, I don't. I say it like legit.
Oh, you actually mean it when you say it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I say it.
I say it sometimes.
I'm a tour guide for the university, so
No,
on tours and stuff I'll say it, and they're probably
Yeah,
like,
there's
well,
no
this
way
guy
that
said
would
he's
make
from Chicago. I don't know what the hell's
Give
his
me a
deal.
driver, and they'll let me
driver.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can switch over.
Can
No,
you?
I can't.
Oh, you
Look,
can-
I'm
well,
limited
well,
because I'm in the outer
Oh.
bounds.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to use a driver. Can't you use one of your woods? Do you
Well,
have
yeah,
any
but
woods?
No, you get an iron or
I got
wood
plenty of
driver.
woods.
That's stupid.
Speaking of changing the subject, what do you guys? Oh no, see, in the topic of y'all, I usually just say you guys.
Use guys.
Hey, you
No,
guys!
I usually say that too, but y'all slips out a lot because I have family in West Virginia.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, so
I haven't been there in a long time, but I usually when I go there, I spend like 2 weeks there, and I usually pick up a pretty decent Southern drawl.
Roll. Now this one I think will probably be far less divided on, but figure I'll bring it up anyways. What do you guys call submarine sandwiches?
Sub.
So,
Just sub, so it's not like a hoagie. or
Hoagie is
a-
only Pennsylvania. Like I saw.
well,
I looked at a map,
okay.
and it says it has like all the taxonomy of like all the different pronunciations and everything,
Well, it's terminology.
and like the area where it was colored hoagie was literally just like Philadelphia.
I mean, I know
Like you
there
can
are
look
other
it up.
words
It was
for
on Mental Floss. That's where I saw it.
I know there are other words for it, but yeah, I would always just grew up calling it a sub.
It's just,
But there was like a good
like, okay, and like our school lunches, they'd occasionally call it hoagie, or they would call it hoagie.
well, the
'cause,
bread
like,
is the hoagie. Like
Yeah.
the
Oh, is
hoagie
that what it
roll
is?
is like a type of bread.
Hmm.
So,
But it's
but
like,
anyway, like, but
it's like
I
a piece
took
of shit
this.
sandwich that no one wanted anyway.
They had this. I took this online quiz, and it was like one of those really in-depth ones. Like, what linguistics category do you fall in? And it's the closest major.
You must
Well,
be
not even
bored.
major. It's like the regions where your dialect is the most similar to.
Were you bored that day?
I like doing that. It's the same thing as like doing a BuzzFeed quiz, only this one was actually more legit.
Okay.
So I was like, mine was like, you speak like the people in Rockford and Des Moines. So I was like,
Des Moines. Right?
yeah,
Des
I
Moines,
don't know,
Iowa.
I don't
That's
know
right,
why
Des
Des
Moines.
Moines and Rockford are so similar, considering they're like,
Des Moines, Iowa.
yeah, they're hundreds of miles apart.
Yeah, it's not that far. It's
Uh,
not that far, relatively.
I mean, I'm close to
Right,
I'm
right.
close enough to Rockford where
yeah.
where
so,
it makes
that
sense.
makes sense. Yeah.
Those many dollars?
I hate this house. My
It's so much better when he says it.
He is the master of puns in this house. You may make the most, but that doesn't make you the master.
I'm gonna have to stab you, Eric.
He packages and releases them in a quality manner. You just kind of throw them out there with no happiness or love.
Speaking of changing the subject, I like my buddy who's from Rockford. He has the most bizarre Illinois accent ever. Now, perhaps all Illinois people are like this, and because you were just so close to the border, maybe it didn't affect you or something like that. But like,
Rockford's on the border too, though.
Oh God,
holy crap!
That's
what was
where-
that? Is that bass
That
being picked
bass.
up?
that.
That bass is actually being picked up by the mic.
Wow,
from,
I
like,
can
a
hear our
block
property
away down
values
the
dropping.
street.
I wish cheaper rents.
We're already getting a pretty good
Nice!
pin shot.
That was nice.
Look at that. The camera didn't even know what was happening. It's just like, bam.
Well, okay. So at work we get all of our stock coming in on like shipments, and they rest them on pallets, right?
Pallets.
Say it.
Pallets.
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 Pallets. Like almost like
Palais? Does he say palais?
no, almost like saying "Hey pal," like pallet, right? Or
Yeah.
saying Alex.
Yeah.
Alex.
Alex
Gross.
pallet.
Let's not talk about him.
I hate
We
that
do
guy.
not bring up that name in this
well,
household.
this guy says Paulette.
Okay, that's. I don't
and
think that's
and
an.
he
That
calls-
is.
I think he's just.
No, he's adamant it's an Illinois thing, and he
That
calls
is
me-
not an Illinois thing.
And he calls me Alex and stuff.
Alex.
Right?
That is
It's
not
so
an Illinois
weird.
thing.
First
I
of
think
all-
that's just a weird. He's an idiot
That's
kind
just-
of
yeah,
thing.
because no, he said everybody up here in Wisconsin says their A's so nasally, like whenever he mocks my
Okay.
accent, he goes Alex, pallet. Like,
Yeah,
But
but
that's a Chicago. Illinois is Chicago. Like, I mean, I know that Illinois is a giant geographic area with like hundreds of towns and everything all over the state. But literally, when 9 million people out of 12 million people live in Chicago area, that's Illinois. That's 90% of the population right there. So you can't argue that whatever minority part of the state, whatever minority accent that is, he can't argue that that's Illinois.
He went to high school in South Beloit. Do you know anything about that area?
South Beloit is on the border.
On the
That's
border.
Beloit.
That's what I thought.
It's
yeah.
Beloit.
Well,
But-
no, he was like, no, it's still Illinois.
But the thing is, in like it is true, we do say our A is a little more hard, but it's
Hard.
Haired.
hard. But like
We're more hardy up
Oh,
here.
yeah, the hair.
I mean,
Don't
this
you
is
know?
probably for
Bows and
every.
hoes, don't you know?
this- okay, it's not that bad. That we're not Yoopers.
We're not Yoopers, yeah. I know what
And-
you're saying.
We're human.
But I and this is probably for every like. Oh, I come from Texas. You all sound weird, and they're doing their southern
Y'all.
drawl, y'all.
Y'all sound weird.
But like to me,
Essay?
We ain't.
at least for
Was that
me,
offensive?
we seem like the most normal talking people.
Well, that's because
Midwestern, yeah.
Midwestern.
Midwestern, like specifically, what the broadcasting dialect is like Central Illinois, Chicago kind of dialect.
So where they're kind of like based on
So-
something similar to us.
So if you go anywhere in the Midwest, you can't really. I don't really tell much of a difference. I can't really tell too much of a difference, except the stupid bubbler. But
I
it's
mean,
not like an accent. It's not an accent.
It's the terminology that really
But-
makes you stand out.
But I mean, Chicago's got its own accent.
But honestly, nobody really talks like that. in
Nobody
Chicago.
really talks like that.
Chicago, the Bears.
Da Bears.
I do that though, but I do it randomly. I
But
don't even know
that's
why.
like okay.
Da
that's-
Bears.
Da Bears.
I just do it out of nowhere.
That's a caricature, if you will.
Discount double check.
Discount
No
double
one
check.
says that. It's a discount double check.
Chicago. I say it ironically. Everybody does a Chicago accent ironically.
Exactly.
And the weird thing is with this buddy from work is like he says Paulette and Alex, but when it comes to words that actually have that sound, volume, he says them weirdly. It's almost like
Volume.
It's almost like he's because like we were
Volume.
slightly like that. It's like he's saying volume, almost like he's like
That's,
That's
like a
like
southern.
Southern.
That's almost a southern thing right there.
It's like he's saying VAOLU.
That is a southern. I can tell. That's kind of a southern accent. I don't know I don't know what he's smoking.
I'll have to interrogate him again and make fun of him for his accent again. But yeah, no, because he kept saying, yeah, it's an Illinois accent. It's like my roommate's from Illinois. He doesn't talk like that, and neither does my friend Justin. He doesn't talk like that either.
Nobody talks like that.
Like Illinois people, the only difference really is the terminology from people that are around here.
As in Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's just the terminology that's slightly different, and even that
Oh
is
yeah.
pretty.
You go like come to the north part of the state. Our terms are way different. We go. Oh my god. How many times you would hear a fucking it goes from thingy to a widget did ya
Which
Ouija did ya? That sounds like some weird game you summon spirits with.
to
In competition with the Ouija board. The Ouija did ya? Not by Hasbro, it's by
to a
Mattel.
whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit, I get that.
I want the candy's great. I love the
Oh, dude, the
whatchamacallit.
The
whatchamacallit
best
bar,
though is
dude.
Midwestern off-brand sodas. Dr. Thunder,
Like RC?
Mountain Lounge. No, that RC's
Mountain
national.
Lion,
Oh, is it?
Mountain Lightning,
Mountain Lightning, Big Red. Oh God,
Big
they're
Red,
just
like the
delightful.
gum.
No, Big Red is a soda, and it is the worst piece of crap.
I've never
you'll
seen
ever
that.
have. I'll sell it at Jewel.
I've never been to a Jewel.
Oh,
That's
they
why.
probably sell it at Pick and Save too. So, Pick and Slave. I have some people that I know that work there, so that's what they call it.
My father has, like when he can't think of the word for something in a sentence, he'll just replace it with what do you call it? Like go pick up the what do you call it? But he said it so much in his life that he just began stringing the words together. So growing up, I thought he was saying the word woody caught. Just pick up the woody caught. Like, what I don't know what that is, but I know he just.
I don't know what that is, but I'll do it.
I knew he just meant the random object. So growing up, whenever someone would say like something along those lines, I'd be like, "Did you mean the woody caught?" No, the what do you call it? Oh, that's what he's saying.
Whatchamacallit?
I don't know. It was just something weird he always did that kind of stuff.
You work on your putting.
My putting's perfect.
My favorite though is my father is very great at the English language, and reading.
That's
So like what they have at our high school, they always have like this word of the week thing,
yeah.
and they'll have like a different like.
I assume different
So
words.
there's not always like an intelligent like collegiate word. Like they had epitome up there once, and we're
Epitome?
driving in the car, and my dad looks at the board and like, epitome.
That's a Brian Regan kind of joke.
And he wasn't joking though. That's what made it funny.
Epitome.
Epitome.
Well, I mean, I suppose technically.
That's the only one I can think of right now, but he does that all the time.
Technically, I suppose that could be valid because tome is a word, like a book or something. So like epi could be like. I was actually gonna say epitome.
Just don't justify it. It's stupid.
It was kind of a dirt moment. Is he actually good at English and reading?
He's like he can read. I'm not saying he can't read.
Right.
He went to school, I think.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he went to at least 4 years of school. Oh, chippin'! Yay, golf.
You're
Chippin'?
You're a
Like
golfer.
Tiger Woods over here.
My neighbor's mother had the weirdest term.
Oh, after this, that reminds me of Kate's mother. Holy crap.
Oh God.
There's some gems there.
You can tell Kate's mother. I can come back to this story.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Okay, well, it's just, now, admittedly, when she said it, I never caught it, but it always caught my mother's ear whenever they would happen to talk. She would, and she's from Sheboygan, so...
Sheboygan.
Just from
I don't
that,
know why
just from that area, so I don't think there's anything too bizarre. She would sometimes throw at the end of her sentences, "ana." Like,
Anal?
no, we have no idea how to spell this word, we have no idea where it comes from, but just "ana," kind of like saying, like, "ain't it?" Like, oh, that is just the greatest song ever, Ana. And we're just like,
Ana?
What
Who the hell's
mean?
Ana?
What-
That's like a name.
My name's
Are you
Alex.
trying to say
Are
Anna?
you mispronouncing it? What's going on? And we just cannot figure it out. We've tried Googling it. We've tried every single spelling. We've tried the
Do
Irish...
other people in Sheboygan say this, or is it
We
just
don't
her?
think so, because we know people from Sheboygan, and no one else throws it in there. It was just the weirdest thing. We even Googled the Irish name, Anya. I mean, it's just nothing ever came up like that, and we have no idea why she says that.
Is Irish Fest this week?
Is it this weekend or
Or
next
next
weekend?
weekend?
I think it's next weekend, because that's when Pat said he was going to do...
Shaughnessy O'Houlihan?
What?
I'm trying to think of
What,
a-
Ana?
of a-
No, but I'm going to start saying that. I'm going to make that popular.
Please don't.
No, but,
It's weird.
Speaking of sayings, I've got a new saying. I'm going to use it all the time. Well, ain't that just a hole in a boat?
isn't that already like your family saying?
Not my family saying. They don't say that. They
Oh.
say other weird stuff.
Oh, my favorite is the Reinhardt family saying, shit don't stink until you stir it.
Lucas told me the funniest thing that his grandmother said to him.
Was it when she thought he was gay?
What? No.
Remember that story?
Not that Lucas, but no.
Oh, a different Lucas.
Lucas thought his grandmother thought he was
He
gay.
didn't. Yeah.
I mean, perhaps he has.
Not like you look at him. He does all the things that gay people like stereotypically would do,
Yeah.
and he's into all that. But like,
What?
Before
like,
we
he's
continue
really
this,
into musical theater and all
So?
and singing.
I am
and all
too.
That.
and like all the girls
To the
just
point-
kind of assume like this friend zone him right away, so he never actually has a girlfriend, but he just hangs around with a lot of girls.
Yeah. So he did. But his grandma asked him. I could have sworn you were in the room with us when he
It's
brought
highly
that up.
possible he brought this up, but I didn't remember it.
Oh God, I'm getting
What
destroyed.
did Lucas say?
Oh, that's all I was gonna say. Is that
Oh, okay. Alright.
I thought you were talking. Yeah.
No, this is.
I thought you were talking about
Lucas.
that Lucas's grandma.
No, this is the other Lucas. And his grandmother said to him, "Well, that's as queer as a $3 bill." I was like, I want to start using that phrase.
I've
now.
heard my grandma say that before.
Really? So it is a common thing. So I can just
Well, it's
say
not
it.
like a common thing, but it's like an elderly person saying. So if you want to
Yeah.
age like 20 years real quick, start saying that.
Dude, okay, this is there's no way for me to say this and sound normal, so I'm just gonna say it as candidly as possible. I cannot wait till I'm old enough to just start calling everybody son. Like,
Well, don't
son,
let me stop
tell
you.
you something. But no, like,
Sonny!
right, no, not
Just
son,
be careful who you say it to.
Just not like, obviously I can't do it right now, and I don't want to be like Sonny, like senile. It's kind of like the guy who's kind of like a dad age, and just calls everybody
Oh God.
son,
oh God.
like,
Oh God. Oh God. Get out.
ugh,
Just
son,
get out of here.
you really screwed the
Oh,
pooch
God.
on that one, kind of thing.
I just can't wait till I'm old enough to like pretend I'm senile.
Pretend I'm
I don't
senile.
want to be senile. That's
Yeah,
why I
because
like
when
to
you
believe
nobody wants to be around senile people, so I get to be left alone. I can do whatever I want.
it. What
What more
if
could you want in life?
Yeah.
Really?
when you guys have girlfriends, I'm gonna point them back to this.
Well, no, my
I don't care.
I'm pretty sure my
Plain
girlfriend
sailing.
/ future wife or whatever at that time will probably be just as crotchety and old as I am. So we'll both be like, yeah, let's pretend we're senile to our own family so they'll leave us alone. We can die in peace.
Our kids keep calling us.
God damn it.
I'm seeing my grandkids too much.
I don't want to see my I don't want to see my kids. They all defaulted on their student loans. I ain't gonna put up with that shit. They owe me. The only thing I want to see him for is so I could beat him with my cane.
You already are senile, Zach.
Truth.
If that's your wish. No, dude, being old would be pretty cool. Not necessarily like old person.
And then think of the discounts. You'd save so much money being old.
No, say I'm saying like in between 30 and 50. That age will be pretty cool. Admittedly, it's also the age time where your body starts deteriorating, but I think it'd still be pretty cool. It's like I am at the
Your body's already deteriorating, Alex. You don't eat enough.
Yeah.
It's eating itself.
And what you do eat is literally pasta and a stick of butter.
Do you ever eat meat like protein?
I steal meat a lot from work. Yeah,
I don't know if that counts for your daily protein.
today I had three chicken patties.
Oh damn!
Oh,
Good for you.
three sandwich chicken patties. You're really healthing it up right
That's
there.
like-
I didn't even have a sandwich. I just had the patties.
That's like 10 grams of protein a piece.
No, I have.
Wow, and almost as much bread, and almost 10 times as much breading.
I have been eating a lot this week though because I didn't eat Monday or Tuesday and I barely ate Sunday, so I lost weight, which is like not good for my body.
I think they call it anorexia, and I've already talked to your mother about this, and she's on board. She's ready
I
to-
had the flu. Of course I wasn't gonna eat.
I'm to the point where I'm like, well, I hope I get sick so I get to lose weight.
Wow.
No, see,
I hope I get sick to lose. Go to the gym. God, you lazy bastard.
I have to pay. I don't have the. I have to pay for it
You
though.
have to pay like $13.
But no, it's less than that now.
It's 20.
Really?
But
It's
I
less
want.
than
I want to save
20?
my money. I just spent like $20 today on a espresso shake.
Because that's healthy.
Oh, I'm awake now.
Did anybody else hear him
I
pronounce
biked
the
it
X?
off. I
No one-
bought it like a mile
You listen to the
away.
recording? Did you hear him pronounce the X in the word espresso?
Espresso.
Espresso.
I heard him say
There's no X.
there's no X.
I don't care. I'm not
Yeah,
Italian.
espresso.
I don't give a shit.
Well, no, but no. Like, it
I
actually
don't even
is.
drink coffee and I know this shit.
When I know what my body can handle. Like I know people say you don't eat, but it's like no, I know exactly what can happen because I have fainted from not eating. So I know what my body.
That
can
is
take.
that is the
That is a
What?
moment where you know you need to eat.
Exactly.
More.
That's how I know I'm never gonna get that bad
Don't make
again.
me call your mother, Alex T.
My father was
He
there when it
fainted.
happened, but no. So I know what my body can handle because I know how much I have to avoid to reach that point. So it doesn't happen. But this past
You
two
should just take up overeating. Let's go to buffets.
Because-
we
because-
gotta find some golden corrals around here.
Yeah.
because of my flu, it almost
There's a
happened
golden
again.
corral
So I've
around
been
here.
scarfing down ever since I got better, so I can gain that weight back, so I don't faint.
That's all there is to do in Parkersburg, West Virginia, though. Is go to Golden Corral and then visit my grandmother.
And what about those?
There's a
chips?
golden corral, I think, on Capitol.
Well, you
But
can go-
we don't want to go on Capitol.
You don't have to go to Parkersburg to get Mr. B potato chips. You can go
Oh,
anywhere that isn't Parkersburg.
Those
in that
potato
area.
chips weren't even that good.
They were so good.
They weren't that good. They
Oh,
were average.
they had something. They had like the same recipe kind of for the. I went to Cousin Subs today for the first time, and I got their
First
chips.
time, what?
Yeah, I
I've
got
never
their.
been there.
Oh,
They're all right.
that's
They're pretty
okay.
good.
Better
They're
than
kind of
Subway?
expensive for what they
No,
are.
I'd say Subway's still better, but,
But,
still
um,
okay.
But
I'll
like
just stick
they
with
had the
St. John's.
same kind of chips where it was
It
like
is
no
better than St.
preservatives
John's.
and they're kind of soft, but
What?
the Mr. B's were just so much better. They were
Oh.
so good.
I don't know. The aftertaste is certainly different, but otherwise they're just potato chips to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Literally
what they
the
are.
same potato chip.
But I mean, they're much better than like the generic name brand stuff, like the Lay's and stuff.
Lay's is not generic.
Well, it's not generic, but I mean, it's way better than Lay's.
See, the thing is, Ruffles, I think, is
Tastes like
is
a
the
potato
best-
chip.
is
How the
best
fuck do you
chip
mess
I
up
don't
with
size.
like
potato chip?
Ruffles because they're too thick. in my opinion.
Oh, God.
I like them for sour cream and cheddar, but
Like,
the
they're-
potato
I'm so
chips are
dead.
good chip size.
so
But
dead.
Lay's has
I'm
like
so
the
dead.
salty chips, which I
They're
love.
way too. I think they're too salty.
Oh,
I'm getting to that age.
Their
To my
salty,
salt.
their saltiness is. Just
I like my
right.
food bland because it's easier on my gums. I don't have any teeth. My dentures.
Yeah, you probably already are senile.
Probably.
No, I think.
Yeah, it's a definite yes. I'm already senile.
Wait, how did we get on eating?
Your anorexia.
Yeah,
I forgot anything before that.
yeah, my.
Oh, going back to like terminology and stuff.
Okay.
I'm probably the only one that says this, but I say coupons sometimes.
As opposed to coupons.
Yeah,
Say
and I get
coupons.
shit for that.
No, I mean like, I.
Well, they-
Coupons.
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 Come on.
No,
you gotta
I
do
have-
it. You gotta do it the Ron White way.
I think.
Coupons.
I've been trying to correct it, but I'm like, you know what? That's my personality.
No,
now.
no. So someone in my immediate family, be it my mother or my father, they say it that way, and like.
My parents never corrected me, and they say it correctly. I think
I'm
my
fair-
mom might not. I don't know.
I think I use terms interchangeably because I know I always consciously will say coupon, but there are times where I might not be thinking I say coupon, but I have no problem hearing it both ways. I'll never call somebody out on it.
No, but anyway, I forgot I was going to talk about Kate's mother.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah.
I've heard some lovely stories from Kate, about her mother's English. She got a Valentine's Day card from her mother that said Happy Valentine Day.
Tine.
Yeah,
Time.
and it was written out. But Colin, do you remember any other ones?
Orloff.
Or Olaf, the snowman from Frozen, is in her mind it is
Orloff?
Orloff.
Orloff.
I'm pretty sure it's a fact that you can't just change it, but whatever.
He's throwing in a couple extra
He's
letters.
throwing in some, yeah. She'll take some away. She'll throw some in.
Oh my god! What?
Is she just like? Are those just like duh moments, or is she?
No, those are like. That's
Her.
how she says. That's how she says it. Orloff. My grandmother has a friend. Instead of acapella, she says octopella.
Octopella. I kind of wish I could talk to her so I could just be like, "What's wrong with you?"
She scares me too. Like my grandmother is probably like I want to say like in her mid-70s, but her friend, her name is Jo. She's like 10 years older than her. She's like in her mid-80s.
Whoa.
She has
ancient.
she's crazy because she's still into fashion. So she has all these
I'm
like
pretty sure everyone's always into
Wait,
fashion.
No, but she's like
modern trends.
like yeah, she tries to stay real trendy. She has tons of costume jewelry. That's like her thing. She has like giant hoop earrings.
Yes, I love hoops.
She
Gotta get me a new pair.
every time
Do you have to-
like
do you have to
every
get a
time
new apple?
every time I visit my grandmother in West Virginia. Oh wow, I heard.
Die a horrible death.
But like every
Do
time.
you hear what I put up with? Eric gets laughed at, and I just
My puns are good though.
Yeah, Eric's puns are good. Don't forget that. But
anyway.
I'm sure you're suffering equally as home as we just did. No, but
Why do you go close to the
Every
mic?
time
You guys are a
my-
bunch of idiots.
but every time my
Just saying.
grandmother's friend, like, whenever I'm down there, we at least go out to dinner with Joe at least once. So she'll always make a point, like, look at my new skunk purse, or whatever type of...
Skunk
That's
fur.
what it was called. It was fashionable in, whatever,
Look
2000,
at
circa
my-
2008.
Look at my new skunk
It was like
fur.
this black and white purse that like it was like basically a drawstring bag with handles.
I imagine she's the kind of woman who will go into a store and
Buy anything they say is fashionable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she does.
Anything the salesperson says, "Oh, this is so in style right now." Yes, give it to me.
Yeah, well, she's like that.
This
She
is so in right now.
She
It's
reminds
like-
me
it's
of a
like a
pirate.
dirty
That's what she
diaper.
has so much, and she has all this bling on her hands, like all these rings,
So much booty.
all these earrings, like hoop earrings, and I'm like, wow, you're like when I was little, I'm like, after we had dinner with her, because it's rude to say this to someone's like around somebody, but I tell my mom like, Joe scares me. She reminds me of a pirate.
Oh, she scared you because of it. Okay.
I was like little. I've known Joe like forever, and she still scares me.
Have you ever been little or just young?
Young. I was always tall.
I don't think you've ever been little.
I was the tallest kid in my. I was the second tallest kid in my school until 6th grade, and then I passed everybody up. I was before that I was the second tallest,
So why
and there was
not,
this
guys?
one kid who was like an inch taller than me, and he used to like make fun of me because I was like an inch shorter than him. and then I passed him up like I'm like 4 inches taller than him now. And he transferred schools, so anyway, I don't really care about him.
So
anymore.
in the end, you won.
Yeah, I won.
You get all your height from your dad. Where's your dad get his height from?
I don't know. It's out. It came from nowhere. Because I think my grandfather, never met him. He died in the '80s, so 10 years before I was born.
But, like, did you ever see like pictures? Was he tall?
He was like he was probably like tall,
You
but he
suck,
wasn't
you
Zimba
jackass.
He was not Zimba material.
tall. Yeah, I am the tallest cousin though. I probably would be the second tallest, but my other cousin broke his neck and lost 2 inches. So.
So like among your generation, you're the tallest.
Yeah, well, it's not really even my
That's the way
generation because
right there.
I am the third last cousin on my dad's side to be born. All my
And
my
great
closest
person.
older cousin is probably like 7 years older than me at least. So they're all my other cousins that are older than me are all married and have all their own families. I have 2 younger cousins. The youngest is going into freshman year in high school. And the other one's going into senior year of high school.
Yeah, my height, it probably comes.
But they're short. They're short, so we don't count them as like Zimbas.
My height probably comes from my mother's side because her father, whom I never met, was like 6'3", and then like my other uncles are relatively tall, but like there's no one tall on my dad's side of the family. Both my father is 5'9", my mother's 5'7" or something like that. So. My 6'5" and my brother's 6'1" are a mystery. Eric, is your family tall?
My dad's like 6'1".
That's
I
not
was
tall.
like 6
you also-
foot after he shrunk.
Aren't you 6'1" right now?
6'2".
Oh, you're 6'2".
Thank you very much.
I honestly.
6'1 and 3/4.
Ooh, tallest one in the immediate family.
Oh, same here.
Second tallest one in the immediate
Don't
family.
give him a
What
high
a loser!
Ooh,
It's
you
okay. My dad's
suck.
getting old, so he's gonna start shrinking.
My dad's shrinking already. He's lost like an inch.
Your
He's like
dad
6'.
looks really good for his age,
No,
though.
he's not.
Eric's
Ooh,
father,
that's what your fetish is.
Eric's father.
He almost has a 6-pack. It's 60. It's
No, but his dad
Wild
looks
stuff.
really young for being
it's
60.
wild.
You know, I never realized.
I'd have a 6-pack if I tried.
I mean,
I have a
Mine's
6-pack.
under
It's just
there.
covered. Or I have. I don't.
Eric.
What is my friend used to say this? He's like, I have 6-pack abs. They're just covered by a load of laundry. Or no, as I have washboard abs. They're
Washboard
just
abs,
covered by
yeah.
a load of laundry.
Now, Eric and I went to high school together, and people would say that you and I were both tall, but I was always noticeably taller. But because, like...
Because I only see Eric... So this is the first time I've noticed how tall Eric was, because he wasn't around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, see, I never realized how much...
I didn't know... I thought you had, like, trouble... Like, I thought you couldn't reach the top cabinets.
No. I'm kind of tall.
I never realized how much taller I was than you, though, until I saw pictures from our graduation of you and me standing next to each other.
Yeah.
I never realized how much taller I was, because I always, like, assumed that we were on eye level. I assumed Eric was basically my height.
Oh, I realize everything.
Oh,
Well,
you're
with all my
fine.
friends, I realize that, because every picture with me, everybody's on their knees, and they're, like, up to my waist. They're like, let's take novelty pictures with the giant.
Oh, yeah, I've been there, too.
The beige giant.
That is... I hate
I'm
that.
sorry, I love that name for you.
I hate it, and I'm glad nobody uses it except for Sam Smith.
And Kate.
Kate doesn't use it.
She uses it for, like...
She uses it occasionally, but she doesn't really use it.
Yeah, she doesn't use it, like... But
Because she knows I cut her. I cut
I
her
just-
if she uses it.
it's so funny, though, because you wear a lot of bland colors, honestly.
Yeah, because that's all I have. I would be...
Get some
I'd
color.
actually be a lot more... I'd wear a lot more bland colors.
And then, like,
I'd wear a lot more plaid.
for all your presentations, you
I have
always
ca-
wear beige.
I always wear khakis, because khakis are the nice... I only
And
have
then you
nice
had a
khakis.
beige shirt.
Well, if I don't have... I don't wear, like, a beige... I don't have a beige shirt. It's like an
Maybe.
olive green.
It's beige.
I can get it. It's in my closet
Let's
right
go in his
now.
closet.
Let's go. Get it?
No,
I
that's on the other side of the
Yeah,
house.
exactly. Because you are a lazy motherfucker.
After the podcast, I'll show you.
I just don't think the beige giant is like clever enough to stick with.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, it sounds like it's the kind of thing you mention in passing. Zach brings up his clothes, and someone goes, "Oh, you're a beige."
That's also
giant."
what I call Illinois.
The best...
The beige giant.
No, but the best though, I forgot what I was gonna say. No, me and Johnny, on one
Is-
review day,
is
without
the best,
coordinating
though.
this at all, we wore exactly the same outfit. Exactly the same. It was the same Kohl's shirt,
Exactly
the Kohl's
the same.
That one I
Nicole's
liked.
like checker gray shirt and the same khaki pants. It was hilarious.
You guys should get married.
And we're both we're
I
both
wouldn't doubt it with those two.
we're both tall.
You wouldn't
No,
marry.
honestly-
You wouldn't marry Johnny?
Who wouldn't marry Johnny? It would be okay, honestly, if it was gonna be that way, it would be me, Kate, and Johnny in a weird three-way Mormon relationship. Because we are all three of us.
Have you thought
Mormons
this
don't
out?
believe in multiple wives anymore.
In polygamy.
No anymore, but we'll go back in time. No, but literally,
You got this.
We'll go back in
No,
time.
you don't.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You guys were wearing the same thing.
Oh, but me, Kate, and Johnny are three halves of the same idiot.
So there's like 150% of a person?
Yeah, we are 150% of a person. But it's like weird. We can function on our own individually, but when we get like together, we just lose all human functionality and just stop working.
I mean,
Like we work as it can't be like me or Kate hanging out or me or Johnny or Kate. Like when it's just two of us, we don't function. We need all three of us together to actually kind of accomplish anything.
No, you and Kate are still pretty lively when it's just.
We're lively, but we don't know what we're doing. Like,
Do you
Zach-
know what you're
okay,
doing?
Zach-
I don't know what I'm doing half the time anyway, but I'm functioning. But why don't you put me with Kate or Johnny? We just kind of like lose that functioning aspect of our lives, and we just kind of
The whole
derp.
functioning aspect.
We just kind of derp around, like. I don't know. It's weird,
So they control you.
and we control each other through our lack of controls of ourselves.
That is the weirdest symbiotic
You would understand
relation-
if you were in our place.
No, I mean Eric and I had a trio with a girl in high school, and we weren't.
Oh, you had a trio, if you know what I mean.
Nice. You walk right in that one.
Kink.
Brushing over that.
Yeah.
But we weren't like dependent.
Oh yeah,
on
you
it.
haven't seen Kung Pao yet.
No, I haven't.
I've been quoting that like all month.
Oh, yeah.
You watched it like a week ago.
Yeah, and then
Bird.
no, we watched it.
Birdie, birdie,
Tiger, birdie.
Eric, did you ever see Kung Pao?
Didn't you see part of it?
Is that the soccer movie?
No, that
that's
was Shaolin Soccer. That
which
was
is
great.
also great.
No, I've
You,
not
you
seen
can't really
Kung Pao.
quote that though because it's in Chinese, and I do
Kung
not speak
Pao
Chinese.
was the movie that Mr. Moore would reference anytime he talked to Pao in gym class.
Oh.
Hey, Kung Pao, keep walking.
No,
Shooter
but-
McGavin. Shooter McGavin it.
Birdie,
There we
birdie,
go.
birdie.
Birdie.
No, but oh my god, that movie is ridiculous.
So all they are is bad dubbings, right?
No,
Well,
they took.
it's
They
not
took.
just-
It's not just a bad dubbing. That's part of the joke. Like they took a really shitty like '70s Hong Kong
It didn't say 1970s. It seemed pretty good.
No, it was made in
It was made in
2000.
2004 or 2001, something like that.
Okay.
But they took. What they did is they bought the rights to like some really shitty Hong Kong like movie from the '70s, like the typical Lost Samurai Journey movie,
Yeah.
basically. So they took the rights to that movie, and then they dubbed over it and they green screened a ton. So they put like the main actor and stuff in a bunch of the scenes. So
Oh, so the main actor isn't from the actual.
the main actor
actual
is
film?
the main actor is like somebody they put in. So
Oh, that's awesome! I didn't know that.
yeah, but anyway, so they just make fun of it. It's just hilarious, and then the dubbing is just played off, and it's like as
The
real
dubbing
awful,
is-
but it's
is
part
where
of
I
the
think-
joke.
It is where I think I would lose it. Like that's where I would get most of the humor, just from the
It's-
bad dubbing.
yeah, that's like most of the humor, and then there's some real bad CGI thrown in there too.
I know.
Oh God, the cow.
The first thing I was told about was the scene with his master, where he keeps talking about what his master told him in like flashback.
Oh, that was
and,
hilarious.
and then it ends with, and then
My
he kills
master
the dog.
told me there would be a chosen one. Flashback. There will be a chosen one.
And
Then my master said how important. He told me of the significance of this event. It will be significant.
And then he killed the dog or something like that.
And then
And
yeah,
then he killed a dog.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever heard of the movie. Then people began talking about it a little bit in middle school and high school, but
yeah.
So,
It was a
until
cult
you
classic
started
because when it came out, it didn't do very well at the box office.
I'd imagine.
But it was like a cult. Later, it just caught on real big, and I think they're making a sequel now.
They are.
Oh.
the guy who basically did the main actor announced there will be a second one.
Oh, my
And
body
that's-
is so
there will
hurt.
be- yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, so like since you brought that up, and Shaolin Soccer was like put up in a movie trailer before some VHS movie I used to own.
Shaolin Soccer is great.
Yeah, it's like I'll watch them because when you guys bring them up, I'm like, oh, I actually know a little bit about those movies. Yeah, I'll check them out. But this podcast is going to be ending now. So say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
No, let's go, Zach.
Bye, sluts.